Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. My name is Vinny and I'm joined with today's guest, Phil. He's selling his Amazon FBA business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So, welcome to the show, Phil. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to have you on the podcast. I'm really looking forward to hearing more about your business today. And just before we dive deeper, let me just give our listeners a brief summary. So today's listing is an Amazon FBA, dropshipping, e-commerce and Amazon Associates business in the music niche. And it was created in May 2016. The average monthly revenue for the business is $114,068, and it makes an average of $20,712 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale: the Amazon Seller Central account with 129 SKUs, a domain and all of the site's contents and files, an eBay storefront, the Amazon Associate account, an email list with 5,817 subscribers, a trademark, social media accounts, training videos and SOPs, supplier relationships, branding designs and assets. And please note that inventory isn't normally included in the listing price, and further details can be provided to active buyers. You can head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 51088 to learn more about the business. And if you want to start your due diligence, just remember to unlock the listing first. Phil, that's just a very general overview about the business. Let's find out a bit more about yourself. Can you tell me a bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, I graduated university in 2009 with a degree in business administration, and I started my career in the warehousing and logistics space, and I was running an export logistics office, and then I ended up getting into trucking and transportation for a while, and I've always just wanted to do something for myself, and I've just been listening to podcasts and stuff like that, and it seemed like e-commerce was kind of the right thing for me to do, and so I started some things on the side and ended up growing the side business to where I was making more money from the side business than I was from my full-time job. So I was able to quit my job, and I've been doing e-commerce full-time ever since 2016.
Yeah, that's awesome. That definitely sounds like you've got a lot of relevant practical experience there with the logistics side of things. And I just want to pick up, you were saying you were listening to a lot of stuff to skill yourself up and learn more about e-commerce and FBA. What would you say are some great resources that you picked up along the way that just you got a lot of value from and helped you really learn the industry about FBA?
So I guess one of the first podcasts that I ever got into was The Amazing Seller with Scott Volker, and then the Ecom Crew podcast with Mike Jackness. And then also there's a local meetup group of Amazon sellers in my area, and I attended that meetup group once a month. And between podcasts and the meetup group, I couldn't have asked for better resources, especially meeting up with other people who are trying to do the same thing that you're doing. It was just invaluable, and I learned so much from them.
Awesome stuff. Appreciate the compliments there. Let's just pivot back on this business that you managed to build up. How did you settle on the idea of creating a business in the music niche particularly?
I've been playing guitar since I was young. Since I was in 6th grade, I've been playing guitar, and like I said, I've been listening to the podcasts, and one of the things they tell you to do is when you're doing product research and trying to figure out what products you want to sell is create a touch list. And some of my products were on the touch list, and I guess just from being a musician and being around these products, that's what brought me to this niche.
Yeah. Why do you think the FBA is a great business model? For people who are just listening in, they want to start getting into online businesses. Why would you say that is a great one to sink your teeth into?
I like FBA because it's very streamlined and there's just so many buyers on Amazon searching for things to buy. And also they handle the shipping, they handle the customer service. So it's there's a lot of things that are hands off about FBA that make it really attractive as far as a business to run.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree with that. I think as long as you sort out the product side of things, you create an in-demand winning product, you sort out the logistics of getting it from the manufacturer to the FBA fulfillment centers. Like you say, you can just lean on Amazon's fulfillment network from there, who will handle the rest of it for you. So definitely makes sense. Just want to ask you then, because our listeners will be wondering the same thing. Your business is obviously very profitable right now, and you've grown it quite a lot from nearly 5 years ago when you first started it. So why are you selling the business instead of staying with it or growing it?
I just want to get some cash so that I can invest into some other things that I'm working on, particularly other businesses and some investments that I'm working on. I've never really had any money in my life, and I really think this business can grow a lot, but I would really just like to kind of cash out and invest into some other things that I'm passionate about.
Yeah. Let me just touch on your experience as you were building this business. Was there anything that you learned that you'll apply to future sites or businesses? Like, what did you learn that you think just really worked for you?
I guess the main thing that I've learned is to, not cut corners, not do anything like gray or black hat. A lot of the other sellers that I've been around have tried things to kind of jumpstart their listing or jumpstart their business. And 9 times out of 10, I've seen it come back to bite them. And so, I just really focus on providing good content that provides value to our customers and that's extremely targeted towards the avatars that we're trying to sell to. And we don't cut corners, don't do anything gray or black hat, and stick to the 80-20 rule and don't go chasing the shiny objects.
Yeah, I think those are all really invaluable tips there. I think most entrepreneurs are going to be guilty of any combination of those things at one point in their career, to be honest. I liked what you were saying about, don't try anything black hat as well, because I understand the temptation when you have this startup, when things are going well, or if things are not going as quickly as you're hoping, people would want to sort of hack that growth really, and they try different things to take advantage of that. But like you say, but somewhere or another, it does. If you don't really know what you're doing, it will usually come back to bite you. So those are really good tips for sure. I guess on the other side of things then, was there anything that you tried that didn't really give you the ROI that you were hoping for? I guess was what didn't really work?
Yeah, so back when I first started, I guess the main thing that didn't work was being too broad with my niche. I was just going after everything in the music, all the musical products, and then on top of that I was trying to do some wholesale stuff and just spreading too thin and not really focusing on what was working that was right in front of me.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. Yeah, going too broad, trying to like you say, catch everything that you possibly can, and then not excelling in any one area. So that makes sense. What do you currently do in terms of marketing right now? Does the majority of the traffic come from paid advertising, or is there any organic search? Or
So for Amazon, we get a lot of organic sales, and then we also do the PPC on Amazon. We do the product display ads, the headline ads, all the different ad types on Amazon. And then for our website, we do not too much social media advertising. We do a lot of organic traffic to our website, and that's just from, like I said, posting blogs and just posting on social media and trying to, interact with our customers on social media as much as possible. It's not too much time that we spend doing that, but I guess the majority of our traffic for our website is organic, and also we get a lot of organic traffic from Amazon as well.
I guess by extension then, can you just describe the amount of work that it takes to maintain the business on, say, a day-to-day or even a weekly basis?
So I'd say that I probably spend about 10, 15 hours a week doing what I call computer work, answering customer inquiries, ordering, forecasting, checking up on ads once a month. And then also we actually do FBA prep in-house as well. So my fiance helps me with that. And that takes probably anywhere from 20 to 40 hours per week for the FBA prep. And obviously that can be outsourced to the buyer who wants to purchase the business. But we do all that in-house for the time being.
Great to hear. If someone wasn't familiar with FBA as a business model or the music niche, what are some of the skills or requirements you would recommend they brush up on if they wanted to, buy this business and step into the role and just hit the ground running?
So as far as FBA, I guess one of the main things is the pay-per-click advertising. And I do have training videos on how to go about creating the ads and then refining the ads and kind of dialing the ads in so that you're getting a better average cost of sale on your ad spend. So for FBA, the PPC, and then also just general dealing with the whole, I guess, Amazon as a whole and how they operate is can be finicky sometimes. And then as far as the music niche, it can get a little bit complicated, but there's a course that I took that a buyer can take the same exact course online right now, and it will teach you everything you need to know. And I think it's maybe a month or two long course. So it's nothing too crazy that you're going to have to learn, all very manageable.
It's good to hear. Let me ask you about the opportunities then. I mean, if you did stay with the business, how would you continue growing it? What are the major opportunities to scale and for growth?
So the main opportunity is expanding the product line with different suppliers and different products in the exact same niche that we sell in. So we sell on a couple platforms right now, but the main one that we're not selling on is Walmart. So that's another opportunity. And then the niche we're in is perfect for video content. So either growing the YouTube channel or partnering with somebody in the music niche to make videos for you, promoting your products and stuff like that. That's another opportunity. And then also we do some B2B sales right now, but that is another area that has a lot of potential for the particular products we sell.
Gotcha. So it definitely sounds like there's room for growth there. Obviously, with all businesses, there's always inherent risk involved. What would you say are some of the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
I guess the biggest risk that I see and that I fear is just the whole dealing with Amazon and potential to get your account shut down, just like every other Amazon FBA business.
For sure. Makes sense. Last few questions from me, Phil. How much support are you offering buyers?
So I have training videos and a daily, a weekly, monthly checklist, and I have it all on a Trello board. So I have kind of the SOPs outlined, and then video calls, and then email support.
Awesome. And are you willing to commit to a non-compete?
Yes.
Great. And are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out or, seller financing?
Yeah, we would prefer to have as much cash up front as possible, but I am open to that.
That's good to hear. I guess last question really from me. If you put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why would you say that this is a business that's worth buying?
It has a very, very good foundation. It has good branding, web content. All of our Amazon listings are good, and we have a lot of good reviews. I think hundreds of reviews up there, 4.5 stars. And then just with COVID, our particular niche has been exploding. So there's a lot of potential for this niche in the future. Yeah, I just think that it's a good foundation and it's a very solid niche to be in right now.
Yeah, no, sounds awesome. Phil, is there anything you'd like to share that you think I might have missed?
Not really. I think you covered pretty much everything.
Great stuff. Well, Phil, thank you so much for your time, and I really hope that your business gets picked up in the very near future.
Me as well. Thanks, Benny.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 51088. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked it, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.